What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So before we get into this video, one thing I just want to mention is that first of all, I just woke up. That's why I sound like this. Don't mind the slurred speech or me trying to get out the words that I'm trying to get out when it's early. Anyways, today's video is one of the most different videos I've ever had up on the channel. How do I explain this? So I didn't ride my BMX bike. There was no skate park. We weren't riding street. There was a lot of pedaling. Almost broke my leg. Found a crazy haunted forest. Got lost. And some of the most fun I've ever had in my entire life. I'm not gonna lie. So really quickly, because of the events of that day, I'm gonna have to kind of come back to you guys and storyline this video a lot. I'm gonna have to come back to you guys and really explain what happened throughout the day and what really went through my mind and, you know, the whole 9 yards of that, because that day, so wild, so jam-packed, I didn't even have a chance to bring out the camera and vlog at all. So without further ado, guys, this is how the day started. Long story short, my buddy Kevin rides big bikes all the time, and he always tells me, yo, you should come out one day, ride big bikes at this one mountain area type thing. Honestly, I don't even know this area. And your boy always said, you know, one day. Well, today is that one day, and I'm starting to get more excited as the day goes on. I didn't think I was gonna be this excited, but I'm pretty hyped. So without further ado, we're gonna hop on the road, head over to Kevin's house, and he's gonna let me use his big bike for the day. When I say big bike, it's literally like a 26-inch bike. It's not like a huge 29 or like anything above that. It's just a little bike. We got the trusty steed of the day. Now it's about a 15-minute drive up to Skytop, which is the place that we're going. Apparently this place is like a post. Apparently this place is like crazy and sick, so we'll see. We made it, and it doesn't really look like it's anything. You guys will see it on the GoPro in a second, but I told him that I'm here. But anyways, I'm gonna put away the big camera for right now, and it's just gonna be GoPro clips. Honestly, good 85% of this vlog is gonna be straight GoPro clips. So with that, let's insert the GoPro footage right now. Kevin said he's heading back towards me, but he said that like 10 minutes ago. I feel like every other BMX YouTuber that tries to go road biking or mountain biking, wherever this is called, for one day, and they get absolutely hooked on it. But you know what? I don't even care, because any bike is a good bike and it gives you more bike control. Well, damn, would you look at that boat? What should I expect the most? Rough. A little manual action. So before we even got started, I told Kevin, hey, do not take it easy on me. I've been riding bikes for a long time. I want to be able to keep up with you. You do this a lot, and I just don't take it easy on me. So what did Kevin do? He didn't take it easy on me. I'll say that one. He didn't take it easy. Holy shit. So we rode a couple trails, and honestly that's one of my most favorite things, was being able just to cruise down the trails really fast, hitting jumps and dodging trees. That was the most fun I've had throughout that entire trip. And let me tell you this, there's no I can't even explain this right now. It's the craziest feeling being able to hit jumps again. The last jump line I actually hit was 3 years ago at an indoor bike park I used to work at, and that place closed down, so I wasn't able to hit jump lines in literally 3 years. That little mellow jump line felt amazing to me. The whole entire trail was just it's so insane, and how rambunctious everything is. I just can't explain it. And throughout a lot of these clips that you guys are watching, I'm constantly sitting down, because it's more comfortable to sit down cruising really fast down these for me. And That's why, like, when you see people with like MTB, their like arms are like that 24/7, like are always like at a 90-degree angle. Like, you have to do that, no joke. Like, I always thought, like, why do they ride like that? Why do they ride like Stevie Churchill? Like, what's good with it? There's a very good reason why they do it, and now I understand.
Bro, the brakes are so touchy. Every single time I touch it, I'm like,
So first jump line was pretty sick, but our other two buddies turned down and, oh god, I forgot his name. They had to leave. They dipped on us, so then it was just me and Kevin. Me and Kevin were riding out for a little bit, hitting like different trails. Kevin was showing me around because it's my first time being here, and it was huge. This place is massive. And so we were riding around, blah 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 blah, and then Kevin's like, oh, we could go to this trail, but it's a little hike. And I'm like, oh, we could do it, dude. Like, come on, don't take it easy on me. So we ended up going along this long trail, and let me just say this. The bike that I have is called a dirt jumper. So the first trail that we hit, the one with all the jumps and stuff, is kind of like that style of bike. But when it comes to like legit trails and like climbing mountains and stuff, Kevin has that bike 100%. And I had the single speed, so Kevin could change gears to like a lower gear. You guys get the gist of it, a higher gear, so he can adjust to what he's riding. Me, I had one single gear. I think it was like a 28 by like 13 or 9. I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that. I could be entirely wrong. But it felt kind of like a BMX bike. So we were traveling up these mountains and stuff. I was dying, dude. Like, I was... So we made it all the way to the top, and we look over this giant quarry. Like this massive quarry. Like, it had to be a mile around. And I'm like, are we going around this whole thing? He was like, yeah. And I'm like, I thought we were reaching the end of the session, but like we were just beginning. I was like, okay. I'm cool with it, cool for a little challenge. So we went to this rock quarry, and mind you, I didn't have water or anything, so I was kind of slurping on Kevin's water a little bit. So we hit this rock quarry, we stopped at the top for a little bit, and this was when like fatigue started hitting in, and I should have brought my inhaler, and I haven't taken my inhaler in forever, so I was like, wow, I might die today. So we ran around this rock quarry, and it was absolutely beautiful. Not trying to sound like a Fruit Loop, but it was absolutely beautiful. And like, there's just something about being in the trails. Like, it's a good feeling, especially when it's nice out and the sun's peeking down. There's like, it's nice. So at this point, things started getting a little blurry. Kevin has an app on his phone where he's able to track the trails, like different bike trails that everybody takes. This, that, the other thing. The bike trail app that he uses, where like everybody pastes their time, I don't know, I forgot the name of it, but anyways, we were going along this trail, and like Kevin's phone was like, kept hitting airplane mode. Something was funky with his phone, where like it wasn't showing the trails. So Kevin's like, oh, maybe we go down straight here. So he went down straight, and then it just like, the trail just dropped off. Just like dropped off the edge of the like quarry thing. So we're like, wow, this isn't a trail. So we kind of cut through some trees a little bit, and it looked like there was a trail, but it definitely was not a trail. Definitely was not.
ah! Ah! Oh my god, I'm getting fucked up. This is like, go through this shit, you hate your life.
This hasn't been written about.
No, dude. I think the Vikings were the last people who rode this shit. Oh my god. Oh shit. Ah, damn, dude. Are you telling me that we're lost, Mr. Patrick?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Nah, I got it.
No, we're good.
I got strap on.
So this is where we both kind of stopped for a minute, and then we were like, wow, we are actually kind of lost. So then we found ourselves at some weird bike trail that was like on like some reservation.
Little mistake, but we'll find our way. Lost in the wilderness.
So we're pedaling on this reservation for a little bit, kind of hoping that we would hit that main road again. And then Kevin checked his phone a little bit more on his map and a little bit more. And we found our way, thankfully. And mind you, Kevin hasn't hit this in like 3 years. He hasn't went down this trail in like 3 years. I told him to take me to the craziest, longest, don't be easy on me, and that's what he does. That's what he did. So we finally found our way back to the road.
We made it! This shit's intense. My GoPro's about to die, but just a quick little update. We're still alive. We got lost, but we're out here, all right? We're discovering new trails out here. First time. Oh, we're not in Kansas anymore.
As soon as we got lost, that's when things started going south for me. So we hit the main road, and then we were pedaling up, went the wrong way, so we went the other way. And we were bombing this hill. Like literally bombing this hill. I don't even know how fast we were going. Honestly, I think we were going like 35, 45 miles per hour. If I were to guess, like literally, we were going as fast as the cars there, and the speed limit was like 35. So we were bombing this hill, and mind you, the entire time I was riding this bike, like my shoes were not meant for it whatsoever. And it's maybe just because of the type of the riding that they do, but like every single time I hit a jump or like we did something crazy, like my feet would just constantly bounce off the pedal, and there was no grip on it whatsoever. So we were going down this hill, and we were going like 35, 40, so we were hauling. So I stood up a little bit. I went to go stand up, and then like I looked behind me, see if there's any cars, because I didn't want to get hit. So I looked behind me, see if there's any cars while I'm standing up, and like I went to turn back like this, and as soon as I was turning back, my left leg just slipped off the pedals, and I slammed my foot on the ground like as hard as like I stomped it, because I was standing up. And then like it stopped, and then the back of the pedal just whammed the back of my foot, and my foot like got caught up. So my foot slammed on the ground, and this right here was not on it before. So it slammed on the ground, and then like my foot kind of corked inwards like that, and then my pedal hit the back of my shin like that, and then like it just bent my leg in like the weirdest way. And like this right here, this wasn't there beforehand, this little thing, and like I didn't have this big rip right here. So like as soon as this happened, but I wish I caught this on the GoPro, dude, because it was like crazy. So as soon as this happened, I turned on the GoPro because I was like, I want to film every single second of this.
A little bit of a boo-boo, but we're gonna keep going. Dude, I really thought, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I really thought I just broke my leg for a second. And like, I'm pretty sure there's something pretty much like really wrong with it. I'm gonna take it easy for right now until this like feels a little bit better, because right now it kills. This is the most riding I've ever done in my life. We were all the way up there. We came all the way. I haven't rode a bike this far ever.
So we went down this hill for a little bit longer, and then we had to pedal up this giant hill. And we went around this roundabout, and then we had to take a left. And this road right here, I didn't know this. This is an interesting fact. We were pedaling along this hill, and then Kevin's like, is that an old truck? I'm not sure if I have this on GoPro or not. And I'm like, yeah, it looks like an old Silverado from up here. And it had like just like the little top part of the car, just like the hood part. And I'm like, yeah, it kind of looks like a Silverado. He's like, how'd they get a car up there? And then we turn around to like look at it more, and Kevin's like, yo, we gotta check that out.
What do we have here?
See those wheel cylinders in there, man? Those hay stands and drum brakes.
This thing's old. I don't know what it is, honestly. I think it looks like a Chevrolet.
Yeah.
Old ass one.
Can't remember the name of this.
If it's a Chevrolet, then my guessing abilities are pretty good, because this is too beat up to really tell. But so anyways, we left that spot, and then a few hours later goes by, and my friend Dan texts me. He goes, you know, I'll throw in the text right here, but I think it would be better if you guys were actually to hear it from himself. So explain that car that we saw. Actually, do you know what car it is? Because I really...
No.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so the land that that's on used to be owned by a guy named Mr. Sutton, and I used to go hiking and camping there. And that car we used to call the death car, because the story behind that car is that a couple got married in it, and then they went for a drive after their wedding, and they crashed that car, and they both died. And so when they died, like, they just left the car there as like kind of a memorial, I guess. And kids used to go and mess with it. And then like apparently people started seeing like ghostly figures around the site. And then so everyone just started calling it the death car, and you're really not supposed to play with it or mess with it. I thought it was freaky as hell. Like, I don't believe in ghosts, but I'm freaked out by that land. There's a bunch of other haunted stuff on that land too. It's crazy. Crazy stuff.
So long story short, that land was haunted. I'm not sure what you guys believe in ghosts or not. I don't believe in ghosts at all. But that land was haunted apparently.
That's like in between, like I used to wrestle and conditioning was hard. This was like 3/4 of that.
So anyways, we went out through the rest of the ride, really not doing anything, just kind of cruised, found our way back, and then after that I dipped. Kevin rode more. He rode like an extra 4 miles somewhere. I don't know why. He's crazy, he's nuts, but it's insane. So my full review on it is I definitely enjoyed what I did, 100%. Honestly, I would not go to the extra ordinary paths that we took and all the hill climbing. I kind of more like the jumps and the trails and like the I like the actual trails where you go downhill and do all those jumps. I like those way more than having to climb up hills and go down really fast hills and just like a whole bunch of things like that. Again, I want to apologize. I probably make no sense right now. So one thing for sure is that I think it's important to ride almost every single type of bike you can, because it gives you so much bike control as you ride different types of bikes and different types of terrain. And I was hoping that this would increase my bike control a lot. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little video where it's not really like my regular videos. Kind of like storytelling. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I definitely did, and I'm definitely gonna go back up there again, but this time bring a whole bunch of homies out and have just some fun and shenanigans. With that, share with the friends, share the homies, share the dog, share the cat, share the friends, how mom, share it with your Uncle Bethany, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.